That's my right. My left. Now to the right. We're going to go 2 times. One more time. Again. And now let's go round. Round. Good job. Good. Now we can have our sits. Does anyone want to use the bathroom before we start? You want to use the bathroom? Good. You can go use the bathroom, okay? Are you going to use the bathroom as well? Alright, go use the bathroom. Okay? So we're going to give you guys 2 minutes to go use the bathroom and return. Yeah, take a snack. 2 minutes, take a snack. Take a water break for 2 minutes before we continue. Are you going to use the bathroom as well?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your name? Jet. Nice to meet you. Okay. Yes, please. Good. That's correct. Yes, please. Sorry? Perfect, thank you. Yes. Yes? That's correct. Other people can affect it. That's correct. So sometimes, right, when we talk about mental health, we think that it's always going to be this way, right? That it's always going to be straight, correct? I was speaking earlier on how I am interested in neuroscience because I really want to know what's going on in the brain to a large extent. Because you have someone today, they're perfect, they're acting well, everything is going on well, and then tomorrow something minute happens and they lose it, right? And we're trying to find out what's wrong with this person. Why is this classmate of mine so suicidal? Why is this classmate of mine so anxious that they cannot talk to anybody, right? And you wonder, like, but she has everything going on for her, right? Why does she want to? Why does she want to complete suicide? Why does she not want to continue schooling, right? It's difficult to explain. There are so many factors that could have caused that, right? Sometimes, I very quickly want us to go through this before we go to the slide. We find ourselves operating from any of this, sometimes, or oftentimes. For some people, they've been in this place for so long that this becomes their survival mechanism, right? Before any small thing, you could ask the person, hey, what's up? Oh. And you're like, oh, just stop. I asked you what's up, right? They're so defensive. And you're wondering, and everybody feels, oh, this person, she's a fighter. Every time she wants to fight. For some other person, right, when they see you coming, right, they know that you're going to ask, hey, what's up? And before you get there, they're taking the other direction. They don't want to speak with you, right? That's also a survival mechanism. For some other persons, when you see them and let's say you come and you're approaching them and they're smiling at you, and then by the time you get there, they just freeze, the smile disappears, right? That's survival mechanism also. And then for some people, they maybe, let's say they were sad, right? And then you came and you're all bubbly, hey, let's go out. And they're sad, they're tired, they don't want to go out. But because you're persuading them, guess what? They don't have a say of their own. They do what everybody would want them to do, right? And then they're like, oh yeah, okay, I don't want you to label me, don't give me a bad name. They will follow. This is what we call fun. So when people find themselves doing any of this, it's survival mechanism. The beautiful thing is knowing that you do not have to operate from any of this. And that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to explore what that looks like. So if at any time you feel like you're doing any of this, it's okay, right? We'll talk about some of the ways you could maybe start implementing. They do not want to be, seen as the person that would maybe, you're religious, you're from a religious family, right? But because you don't want to be made fun of, right? When every other person is talking about what's important to them, their societal status, their culture, right? You feel, okay, I need to hide that part of me. I need to just be like every other person. And so you people please. This is what happens there is you do that oftentimes to cope with anxiety. So we're also going to look at some of the ways you can work with anxiety. Anxiety, as we all know, or some people do not know, it's normal. Do you know that anxiety is normal? Yeah, it's a normal reaction, right? When you feel anxious, it's knowing that it's normal and that could happen to anybody. This is the table of contents. Very quickly, I would rush through this. And that's why I said when you have a question, please just raise your hands because these are important and this is like the foundation. I want us to start from the foundation. So by the time you leave this place today, you're able to say, hey, when I went for that workshop, this is what I got from the mental health session. Okay? So I asked earlier on if anybody went to the gym, right? And Jared said he went to the gym. He goes to the gym, correct? So when you go to the gym, what do you do when you go to the gym? Why do you go to work out at the gym?
For better legs.
Okay, for better legs. What sports do you play? Football, basketball, okay. When you exercise, why do you exercise? Sorry?
Lose weight.
To lose weight. That's okay, yeah, that's perfectly fine. I mean, if you start the culture right now, you'll be more disciplined than myself, where I have a gym membership and maybe I remember to go 2 times in a month, right? So if you're starting the foundation now, that's perfect. It's something you should be proud of. I'm proud of you that you're starting it right now, okay? So, mental health, right? Mental health fitness, right? It's just the same way you're concerned about your physical health. You go to the gym, maybe you're doing cardio, right? Maybe you're doing weights. Maybe you're on the treadmill, right? You're increasing your speed, you're using your muscles. That's the same way the mental fitness is. You do all of these exercises that will rebuild your resilience. Okay? Do you want to turn this properly so you don't touch it back? Sorry. And the good thing about this is when you start doing this, then you're in control of your emotional states. You could wake up in the morning, and if in the morning you see that, oh goodness, I'm just feeling so tired. And you know that because you're feeling tired, maybe your mom or your aunt or your dad or your grandparents or your foster parents, whoever you live with, will scream at you, you woke up late, da 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 da. It's going to be rush. That's going to increase your anxiety. Maybe you have a paper you need to submit at school. You've not finished working on the paper. You cannot tell your mom that you have this paper that you've not worked on. Maybe you rush and you get on the bus, you realize that you forgot your lunch. You forgot your lunch at home, right? Just imagine, by the time you get to the class, even before the teacher walks in to ask for the paper, you're already dysregulated. It's going to be difficult for you to even... An example is maybe reaching out for help. That's a strength. So I want you to list out 5 strengths that helps you through challenges. And then to the next question, right? Write 3 situations where you have used one of those strengths. 3 different situations where you've used those strengths. Okay? You're a problem solver, that's a strength. You're kind, that's a strength. You're hardworking, that's a strength. It's strength, just in each superpowers that you have. Maybe the one that you've been secretly working on and nobody at home knows about.
Strength is that I'm very goofy and it makes me happy because
Yeah, that's one strength.
Yes.
Is that the only one you wrote?
Yeah.
Okay, share the others if you want.
I just repeat to myself.
Yeah.
Keep it to myself.
Can I see? This is cool. This is cool. Yeah. This is really good.
Oh, okay, let's see one.
You only came to say one. You want me to share the others? What's your favorite sport?
Soccer.
Soccer. And do you play soccer right now?
In school, yeah.
What number do you play?
And I don't have a specific name.
Okay. That means you're good at it, right? Being able to navigate any position. That's good. So she's also athletic. That's the strength, right? And she has a good people skill also that she mentioned there, that she's a good listener. So that's a good skill, right? Do you want to give an example of when you were a good listener? Thank you. And when you listened, right, in the moment you did not judge her, you did not criticize her, you understood that what she wanted, she just wanted you to listen, and you provided that space for her. Thank you. That's good. All right then. So from this table, anybody from this table coming up? Yeah. All right. Okay. Strengths.
One of my strengths is that I go with my heart.
Good. And can you share with us a time where you went with your art, right? Like you felt strongly to go with what you felt. You were authentic to yourself, and what was the result?
Like, there's something that happened at the end of the year at my school with one of my friends, and I had a problem. And there was other friend that I wasn't really talking to, she was going to happen in the ago.
Okay.
So, like, we apologized, like, I apologized, she didn't want to apologize, yes. So, I was gonna, like, wait until she actually forgave me.
Okay.
But like, I went with her and like made myself happy for the rest of the year and did